Kojo!
Nimweezy! Oh, I'm so excited you're back. It just wasn't the same without you.
Well, it's great to be back. What have you been getting up to in my absence?
Well, this week we've been looking at words and expressions that don't quite mean what most people think they mean.
Yes, a lot of people were amazed to learn yesterday that disinterested did not actually mean not interested.
What a shock, right? Well, today I have another one for you.
Oh, go on then.
What do you think the word noisome means?
Ooh, that's a good one. Noisome. Use it in a sentence.
The noisome garbage truck drove past my window.
And I'm guessing from our theme that noisome does not mean noisy. Oh, Fio. Kojo, what does noisome mean?
Well, it actually means smelly.
What? No.
Oh, yes. It's an adjective that stems from the old French word annoyer, which means harmful, noxious, offensive to the senses.
Well, that's fascinating. So noisome, not noisy. Smelly, not loud.
One shout, but was stink. And that's how you say it right.
You know, I actually thought you were going to say it meant annoying, like you.
No, it means toxic.
Don't you dare say another word.
Oh, I missed this. Right?
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, now in collaboration with the Ministry of Planning, the Ministry of Finance, SDG Advisory Unit, and the Presidency, Ghana Investments and Promotion Center, and Social Enterprise Ghana, all together are presenting to you the 2020 Virtual Accra SDG Investment Fair. Okay, it starts on Tuesday, 15th of September, ends on Thursday, the 17th. And the theme is regaining momentum in SDGs implementation during and post-COVID-19. Now, this virtual Accra SDGs Investment Fair will provide a platform to explore new opportunities within the new normal, to identify innovative ways to access financial resources during the COVID-19 pandemic and recovery, to share experiences relating to individual and corporate adaptability in the wake of COVID-19 and rebuilding momentum for the implementation of the SDGs. Plenty brofo, I can say here. Speakers include the Minister of Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, Minister of Planning, Professor Jan Baffour, and the UN Resident Coordinator, Charles Abani. So join them on Zoom via a link that will be sent for each of the 3 days after you register online. So here's where you go to register: AccraSDGInvestmentFair.com. You want to know more? Call 0244 868 685 or 0244 989 002. Now, the 2020 Virtual Accra SDGs Investment Fair, engaging in meaningful conversations. Right, time for the news review. We've got the headlines, haven't we?
Yes, we do. Winston.
Right, so let's start with some political stories. And the Electoral Commission has announced that it's going to cost 100,000 Ghana cedis to file if you want to be a president of the Republic of Ghana. And NPP dangles fiscal records. And also on the front page of the Daily Guide, 2016 bribe question jolted me. That's according to John Dramani Mahama.
Before any more comes in, let's meet our guest, Mumuni Yirifa Yunus, from Radio Justice 98.5 FM. Mumuni, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
What a pleasure to have you on the show. We're very excited about it. And we'll be coming to you for headlines in a moment. But first, what are people talking about in your region this morning?
Oh, everyone is concerned about the floods that have hit the northern part of the country. Remember, for the past 2 weeks, we've been crying day in, day out about this flood as a result of the spillage of the Bagri Dam and the torrential rains we've experienced in this part of the country for the past 2 weeks. Already we know that at least 10 people have died. Hundreds of farmlands have been destroyed. People have been cut off. I'm told in the Saboba district alone, over 50 communities have been totally cut off from the rest of the country. It is unable to reach them because NADMO officials say they are unable to access these communities.
Wow.
Now, the flood started in the northeast region. It is now in the northern region. In the northeast region, at least 5 districts were affected. The West and East Mamprusi municipal assemblies, the Mampulgu-Mwaduri district, the Bunkpulgu district, and the Chesoni district. Now the floods are gradually moving into the northern region. Zabzugu has already been affected. Savlugu has been affected. Kumbungu, where the Ghana Water Company Limited's raw water intake point that supplies the city of Tamale water is nearly submerged in water, and we are told by officials of the Ghana Water Company Limited that supply of water to the city of Tamale may be interrupted as a result of the flood. So everyone is worried about the situation. Those in the Savannah region are preparing as the flood waters now move towards the Savannah region.
Well, anyway, thank you for that. That's troublesome. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We need to spend a bit more time talking about this, thinking about how your region is planning, as the floods continue to expand. We'll talk a bit more about that in a moment. But look, let's get through these headlines, okay? Winston, you were saying?
Yes. So we start with politics, and with politics, the Daily Statesman says, Akufo-Addo says, let's not take our stability for granted, and we can't go back. NPP says, Akufo-Addo's decisive leadership is moving Ghana forward, and you can't ban me from your land. Mahama calls bluff of angry Chims. Now, the Chronicle says, Nana-Addo is bold and decisive. You can't compare Mahama to him. NPP, and desperate Mahama, what is what? Anyway, that's also a comment piece in the Chronicle. But the New Crusading Guidance, still in relation to politics, we won't tolerate violence in election 2020, and Akufo-Addo applauds Jospon as he supports private sector.
Okay, well, on the front page of The Finder, the deputy campaign manager for the NPP, Dr. Mustafa Hamid, has also said that Ghana sank under Mahama, but is on a growth path under Akufo-Addo. Free, fair elections, bedrock for strengthening national cohesion. That's according to President Akufo-Addo. On the front page of the Daily Graphic, the 100,000 Ghana cedi presidential fee, or the aspirant's fee, also on the front page. That seems like a lot. It's gone up, hasn't it, by 100%?
Yeah, by 100% from 50,000.
Yeah. Wow. Other political stories. ECOWAS summit is today, and we've been talking about what that means for us road users in terms of the roads that will be closed. And I think that's it for politics on my newspapers.
Right, Momoni.
Oh yes, and on the Ghanaian Times newspaper, the front page, the banner headline: EC opens nominations for election 2020 online. Presidential candidates to pay 100,000 Ghana cedis, MPs 10,000 Ghana cedis. There's also an interesting political story on the Ghanaian Times newspaper. For chiefs, people praise government for solid waste plans. That's quite interesting there. And that's it on politics, I think, on the Ghanaian Times newspaper.
Right. Winston, what else have we got?
Okay, well, I'm going to go and start off on the economy. On the front page of the Daily Graphic, government unhappy with downgrading by S&P Global. On the front page of the Finder, GRA outlines plans to achieve 47.2 billion pre-COVID-19 target. And the Business and Financial Times, cedi outperforms its peers despite the impact of COVID-19. GRA contemplates incentives for filing tax returns online. Cedi stability to continue until the end of 2020. There's a boost for healthcare delivery in the north as Zipline's medical drones take off at Vopsi. And that's it on the economy in the newspaper that I have.
Right, some bit of stories related to the economy, and the New Crusading Guide is talking about, Akufo-Addo applauding Jospon as he pledges support for private sector. But let's get into issues of education anymore.
Yes, so basically, pretty much, VEC kicks off smoothly when it comes to education. That's it for the Finder. There's no, I think, okay, the Daily Graphic also in the middle page also talk about how the BEC took off yesterday. They talk about the COVID COVID protocols that the kids had to adhere to. Remember that yesterday I was telling you about those 210 students who had to be transported by canoe. I think Eunice mentioned with the floods and the spillage. So it looks like BC has started quite well. We know that there's over 500,000 kids who are writing that exam, and that's about it really for education.
Yes, and on the Ghanaian Times newspaper, education-wise, BC takes off smoothly nationwide. 3 nursing mothers, 2 pregnant girls among candidates writing the exams.
Oh, good for them.
Right.
And I think it's very interesting over there because in the past we've had issues where nursing mothers, where pregnant girls are refused the opportunity to write the exams. And I think for now, it's some good news over there.
Absolutely.
Right, but let's get to other stories. And High Court chases Kennedy upon order to appear in court on September 18. That's on the front page of the new Crusading Guide. And High-Tech Lottery Gang nabbed, also on the front page of the Daily Guide. And we'll hunt for robbers and retrieve our guns. That's according to the police. And farmers accuse Kwanzaa Estate Limited of seizing their lands, also on the front page of the Chronicle.
Okay, so just 2 other stories from me. On the front page of the Daily Graphic, GSA FDA harmonization begins on October the 1st, and Dr. Baumia and the Methodist Church and others mourn Reverend Dr. Asante Entry, who we lost. May his soul rest in peace.
And here I have just one other story. Kennedy Agyapong fails to appear before court. Another summons issued for him to appear on Friday.
Okay, so that does it for the headlines, right? Let's do the online review real quick. It's brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy. Tell you a bit about Goyle. Of course, they have made it possible now for you to use your GH Link card and use it on the Goyle point-of-sale machines to buy fuel or lubricants from any of Goyle's over 400 stations across Ghana, which means, you can record all your payments automatically on your monthly bank statement so you can track and manage your expenses. So go cashless and protect yourself and stick to all the COVID-19 protocols in these times. Goyle, good energy. Goyle, Yenara Yenze. Now, at Surfline, connecting you to the heart of those you care about during these times means a lot to them. With Surfline's internet, you can be productive while working or studying from home. Even if you live on the outskirts of Accra, their newly introduced Air Fiber device will help you connect to a Surfline network more than 10 kilometers away with no stress. Dial star 718 star 77 hash or star 389 hash or star 365 hash to recharge your Surfline account with your mobile money wallet. You can also use Express Pay, Slide Pay and Hubtel mobile apps to recharge and stay connected during this period. Call them on 0302 745 777 for your Surfline Air Fiber device now. Surfline, it's about time. Now, if you can't raise 100,000 Ghana cedis, get out. That's Ubri Buahin backing the Electoral Commission's 100K filing fees for presidential aspirants. Election 2020, 100K filing fee, ridiculous. That's PPP flag bearer Bridget Jobwenuku speaking. Other online stories today, this one from citynewsroom.com says Mahama is an obstacle to youth development. And that's according to the NPP's national organizer, Sami Awuku. So, that does it. Winston, what are we honing in on today?
Well, so the EC has announced 100,000 Ghana cedis as filing fee for those who want to be president in this country.
100K.
Yeah, 100,000 Ghana cedis. Owed 1 billion flat.
Great.
And that's an increase of 100%.
No negotiation.
No. EC says bring it. This time when you're filing online, don't come to our offices and be doing plenty things because get your forms, download them online. Then between the 5th to 9th October, you come and file because of COVID-19. But, you just saw Obri Buahin, you read Obri Buahin, if you don't have 100,000 Ghana cedis, just don't come and contest. Bridget Jobwenuku says it's too much. Now, in 2016, Kojo, the PPP's flag bearer then, Dr. Papa Kwesi and the PPP, went to court and challenged 50,000 Ghana cedis at the time. And now we have a 100% increase. I mean, one would ask, would the PPP go to court again? Because in 2016 they went to court, they were unsuccessful. The Convention People's Party also complained. The Great Consolidated Popular Party, GCPP, of Dan Lartey's own GCPP, also complained.
I'll tell you who else complained. The NPP. Yeah. There's a City FM story written by Godwin Alote, dated 4 years ago, which says EC's 50,000 Ghana cedi filing fee too much. NPP. Of course, NPP's Nanu Bribwahin says today that if you can't pay 100,000, get out.
What does that tell you?
What a difference a term makes. Right?
What does that tell you?
It tells you that it's not Nanu Bribwahin's pocket money that's being used to pay it.
The grass is greener on the other side.
The grass is greener at Jubilee House. All right, okay. So, yeah, clearly the MPP is not too bothered, or, well, Nanu Bribwahin of the MPP is not too bothered by the 100,000 fee. Okay. Right, well, I'll tell you what this means. It means that in the last 30 seconds, I can ask our brother Mumuni whether or not the kids in Tamale are excited about the first day of the BECEs.
Yeah, sure. I think yesterday I spoke to a number of the candidates and they expressed excitement at the arrangement. We are in difficult times, the COVID-19 era, and the students were worried that they could pick up this virus at the examination centers. But yesterday, when they started, all the protocols, at least the 3-4 centers I visited, all the protocols were observed.
Well, that's a relief. Thanks very much for that, Mumuni Yunus from Radio Justice. Thanks so much for making the time. Right now, though, BBC.